to group break number 587. We have another inner of Spa. Hopefully we can turn our kind of lack of big Future Watch auto luck around, because it's been, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little bit rough. We haven't hit any of really the big three, big four if you count Will Smith in there, because I think, you know, everyone knows it's Mitchkov, Celebrini, and stuff like that. Oh, I forgot to show your teams. I should do that quickly here. Where is... There we go. Just for clarity's sake. But yeah. So we got the two more breaks to do tonight. We got that clear cut one, which again is essentially just picture a clear cut hit draft with some stuff added to it to have 2 rounds of drafting and add a little bit of extra value, especially if you finish in one of the like lower picks. It should help balance things out a little bit. So I did not. I've been very busy, but that's a sick pull. From Clear Cut or Spa? All right, box one, here we go. Spa, nice. I saw the Brad Nadeau got pulled, and my dreams of getting that card are 0, but... All right, serial number 98. I gotta get my cardboard box closer. Here we go. Are we going to have a weird case or a normal case? I'm just keeping an eye on my finger. I shouldn't need a band-aid for it, but... Just because that is honestly more annoying. Yeah, it's fine. We're fine. All right, here we go. Collabs for the Islanders, Pageantry of Devontae's, and Fleury for the Wild. Again, yeah, good luck, everybody. Focus, Cutter Gauthier, Brennan Offman, and Zellweger on the limited red. Philip Forsberg for the Predators, Sidney Crosby. Pretty much all of the Crosby pageantries. This one isn't as bad. Have some rough edging on them. Same with Stevens and a couple other players. Caulfield for the Habs. Malatesta, Tom Wilson on the pageantry. Siplikov red. We got a gold. I think this is an update autograph. Jeremy Swayman for the Bruins. For G-Gill. Swayman update from, that's last year, right? Or 22-23. Yeah, 22-23. That's nice. That's a nice one. We'll take that for now. We'll get him an early stand, but we hope to replace him. Look, as a bonus autograph, we'll take that. Matthews, Marner, and Barzell. Man, I need to watch that that Marner sit-down interview, because I think it'll be quite a watch. It's going to be really funny when he absolutely shreds it with Vegas. I say funny in quotation marks because I don't want Vegas to win anymore. But when he shreds it with Vegas, and then everyone's just like, oh, wow, maybe he wasn't actually the problem there. And it was the fact that they just kept going for more defense rather than offense. Oh, we got a card here early. Brazeau for the Bruins. Well, Bruins, you got yourself a box of SP Authentic. So 2 autographs already. Brazeau. Not a big Brazeau fan, but hey. Hughes Hronik, Cal Ritchie on the limited red. Malatesta on the level 1 Spectrum, Brindley, and Vasilevsky. Chris Letang, Panarin, and Lekkerimäki red. Yeah, it does. A little bit less pressure on him. His dad can gamble at the casino. Drew Comesso to $9.99 on the Spectrum. Freshman Focus on McLean and Demko for the Canucks. Stezka to $3.99. Kyrou and Thomas, Mason McTavish on the red, and Owen Pickering for the Penguins. Go. I will say that is like, he's one of the very few players that you know his dad by a first name basis, which is wild. But who knows? I like some of Toronto's depth ads this year, but I just don't, I think they didn't. It's going to be really hard to replace Marner. All right, let's keep it rolling here. Dude, I'm so glad it's starting to get dark early because it's actually starting to cool down a little bit. And let me tell you, it's been toasty. It's been toasty. I also can't wait to have a vehicle with AC again because that's one of those luxuries I'm never taking for granted anymore. Graf for the Sharks, Yossi on the Pageantry, Kopitar for the Kings, Lilleberg for the Lightning, Josh Norris, and Devin Cooley for the Flames. Again, Cooley is a Flame in this. McKinnon for the Avs, Banjed for the Rangers, Hellebuck for the Jets. Pollen for the Avs, Fleury, Colangelo. Mrazek for Chicago on the base autograph. I mean, I think Slav is a weird one. Bedard, Kurashev, and Hischier, where I think him as a, like, if he was like a mid first round pick guy, you'd be like, okay, where he's at is fine. The way some of his stuff gets hyped up is wild. But like, I probably would have taken him first overall that year. Actually, no, I would have taken Logan Cooley first overall that year. I was a big Logan Cooley fan, but I could see the logic behind taking him first overall. And I could see the logic by not taking Shane Wright, by taking Shane Wright, you know, third, fourth, even. So it was a weird one. Zach Dean for the Blues. So I think he's good. I think again, it's one of those. He's one of those players that he might end up being a middle six forward, and that's fine. It's not ideal, but point for the Bolts, maybe for the Habs. Oop, UD Authentics of the Nuge for the Oilers. That's a really, really nice looking card. Yeah, Shane Wright, I think, is someone that you might want to start looking into a little bit more closely. 23-24 update on that, but I love these. These mimic the old Panini private signings, and that was a really, really cool autograph set. Sliger, Taze, Bjorkstrand for the Kraken, Chris Kreider, Ivan. Malatesta to 999 on the base Future Watch. Cormier, Brock Nelson. Green of Stezka for the Kraken. Zook and Kaprizov. Kevin Stevens on the red. This one's actually not as bad on the side. And Brisson for Vegas. Yeah, that look, I mean, to be fair, that look was... You don't know what the, like, draft conversations were like either, too. But it definitely put a chip on his shoulder. I also think something that's like understated right now is that it's a lot harder to break into the league as a rookie now than a decade ago. And so that's why we're seeing rookies take a little bit longer. But because like 10 years ago, there were still players adjusting to the speed, the rules a little bit, and there's still that changing of the guard. But nowadays, it's not as prevalent. So, ooh. Daniel Gushin, Future Watch Mystic Black for the Sharks. I actually like him as a prospect. Not the best player to get, but I think he puts up points at every level he's played at. So like one of those players to just keep an eye on. You could do worse. Del Mastro Brindley. Jack Thompson for the Sharks. Klapka Boldy. DeBrincat, Braden Point, Brendan Othman. I never learned how to skate. Pierrick Dubé on the Future Icon. Lilleberg, Novak. I mean, I know how to skate enough, but never enough to play hockey. I was a baseball. I actually played ball hockey. Crosby Malkin, Frank Nazar, and Declan Carlisle. Like street hockey and stuff, I would play like, I don't know, wherever. Mainly like center, defense, sometimes goalie. Like the cul-de-sac I grew up in, all of the boys were around the same age, and so we frequently had street hockey games and stuff like that. So yeah, honestly, I miss playing street hockey. That's how I got like one of my nicknames. Oh yeah, we lived in a cul-de-sac, which was fine, but we did kickball and stuff, like lots of different sports. Yeah, I was a baseball guy for the most part. Rafai for the Leafs, Pasternak for the Bruins, and Marner for the Leafs. I was also I bowled a lot. Kreider Zibanejad, Romanov for the Islanders, Arshdeep Baines for the Canucks. Quite good at it. Barzell for the Islanders, Sider for the Red Wings, Laugh for the Rangers. The year that I stopped bowling to go do curling, the people that I bowled with went to nationals. So clearly I was holding them back. No, we would have been fine with me. Del Mastro for Chicago, Tavares for the Leafs, and Hallinan for the Devils, because like just that one extra year older. Hello for the Habs, Dobish Future Watch autograph. Let's go. Yeah, like same thing with our kid. Like I'll try and get them skating early. If they want to play hockey, they can play hockey type of thing. But Kreider, Zibanejad, and Norris. But yeah, so street hockey, when I would play net, I would flop around like prime Dominic Hasek, and so my nickname was Flopfish growing up, and so, well, at least that's what we used for my like PSN ID and stuff, and that's what I went by on many social media networks for a long time. So, oh yeah, dude, like I mean, hockey is crazy in Vancouver. Yeah, mine I think was like a mix of the cost and then the hours and some of the politics around it too. I mean, baseball was better, but not like that much better, you know? Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where we're at, so. Street hockey, absolutely. Street hockey, ball hockey. The concussions are another thing. Like now, for me would be a big thing because I've had a lot of concussions from random stuff and they suck. And so I would like, you know, not to have my kid have concussions because they suck. But they're also inherently a little bit random. So you never know when you're going to get one. Green? Logan Stankoven Future Watch autograph for the Dallas Stars. There we go. Now we've got some heat in this case. All right, Swayman, your time is done. And it's the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, we'll still take the non-inscribed dude. His hand must have hurt so much. Pasternak and Marchand, Slaggert. But yeah, Chipperkov for the Jets, Maverick Bork, and Connor Bedard. Honestly, or Connor Bedard. Yeah, Connor Bedard. I don't know what I was thinking there. Larkin for the Red Wings. I swear we pulled this one the most. Hughes and Zach Dean. My wife and I are both hoping for softball, so softball or baseball, depending on what they, I mean, if they want to play softball either way, fine. Poulter for the Devils, Colangelo Peltier, Barzell, Coronado, Blomqvist. Because, like, baseball, man, if I was a little bit faster growing up, I was tall and lanky, but man, I was slow. My sprint speed was incredibly poor. Yeah, I'm just gonna move my fan quickly 1 second here. I need to point it more at me. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's much better. All right, here we go. Josh Anderson for the Habs. Lots of teams doubling up here on the UD Authentics from this year. Collabs for the Blues, Cop for the... Oh, that's a bonus auto. Cop for the Red Wings and Korchinski for Chicago. Freshman focus of Cooley for the Flames. Again, Flames. Bjorkstrand, Patrick Koch. Jason Robertson, Dylan Larkin, and Ovechkin. Cam Butler, Jack Eichel, Sam Helenius. The sign of the times coming up here. It is Colorado, so this could be good. Yeah, we love Gushin autos. Well, it's Logan O'Connor, who is mid. I mean, that makes sense. It's a 3-auto box with a Stanky, Larkin, Yossi. That makes sense. Yeah, wrong. There's a lot of Connors to get. All right, let me get the insert stack shrunk down here. And then let's keep it rolling. No, there are potentially 3 breaks today. Potentially 3. We got the clear cut draft, which I'll explain after this one, because I think a visual representation of that, and then cup. Yeah, we have that cup mixer too. So I will explain the clear cut draft again, because I think if you like clear cut, you'll probably like this format, because it's essentially like you still get your box of clear cut. It's just you get something extra, and it makes the bad boxes a little bit better, and not much of an, like, you get a series 2 pack for $10 essentially at worst. So yeah, and I think that clear cut break, again, if you like clear cut, is probably the best, like, one of the best value breaks you can get for it. So Brian Hallinan, at least he has a nice autograph. Yeah. Rempe Lambert. Oh. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for the Buffalo Sabres. on the sign of the times. Oh yeah, I would love a FWAP. Nice Uko Pekalukin. That's 22-23, right? No, 23-24, yeah. It is an update. Barkov, McTavish. We'll take an update UPL. Panarin, Crosby Malkin, Jesper Wallstedt. Green, Logan Mayu for the Habs. Baines, Draisaitl. Blue, Steinberg. Barkov, Verhage, Kucherov on the red. Logan Morrison. Yeah, goalie cards are sick, and I do miss in the game stuff. All right. See what's hiding in here. We got technically both autos, so we're not doing another one, but Brisson and Barzell. Barzell's a little bit rough on the bottom. Bjorkstrand. Pasta, Wallstedt. This one's got that weird edge. Yeah, some of these pageantries have a really weird edge to them. Cormier. Rantanen on the green. Trevor Moore and Kucherov. Rafai, Swayman, and Del Bell Blues. Nice. Oh, we got a pageantry. Pageantry autos can be good. They can be good. I think we'll take that one for Dallas. Miro Heiskanen, pageantry auto. Dallas doubling up on two pretty sick autographs. Heiskanen should probably get a little bit more hobby love than what he gets, but Brizzo and Swayman. Then again, so should Quinn Hughes. Straight vintage, that is on purpose because there's also 3 boxes of 23-24 clear cut in that. Yeah, I mean, Hughes still gets some love, but yeah. But yeah, straight vintage, it's how that draft works, I'll explain it after again, but it's 15 boxes of clear cut, like 24-25 fresh case, and then there are also 15 additional things. So whoever has pick 15 also has pick 16, so they could end up with 2 clear cut autographs. But essentially, we'll rip through the boxes. We'll rip through the 15 boxes, and we'll keep the 323-24 sealed, as well as a pack of series, like 12 packs of series 2, and then essentially we'll just go through and draft, and you can draft, like, say the final, like, it comes to you at pick 10 and you don't really like any of the autos left and you want to risk it for the biscuit on the box of 23-24 clear cut, or even if you want to do it at box 5, you can risk it for the biscuit there, but you're stuck with whatever's in there. So it's a little bit of like a bonus chance. And then again, we'll go back around with the packs, do the same thing. Like at the end, it'll probably just be opening up 12 packs of series 2, but that's fine. Could have done, I guess, the stasher pass reverse. Oh, not bad for the Hurricanes. Kochetkov on the retro future watch to $6.99. I, again, do not miss these. All right. Cooley for the Flames, Delmastro for Chicago. Sliger for Chicago. Nazar for Chicago. Schmaltz for the Utah. Tavares, Kucherov, Morelli. And future icons of Joshua Waugh with a Lambert and a Panarin. But yeah, it's a lot of value in that break. Brennan Othman to 99, 68 to 99. Suzuki, Montebo, Yank his nets off. So. Because again, it's $10 more than a box of clear cut straight up, but your worst case scenario is getting a pack of 24-25 Series 2, which, if you do the math on that, is at least $10. So, and then if you get one of the like really bad spots, you're either getting 2 bad clear cut autographs or a bad clear cut autograph in a pack of Series 2. Because like it's clear cut. People are gonna get bad stuff. I just want to try to find a way to like minimize the bad stuff. If people just want to do a straight up stash or pass on that, we can try doing that too. But I just felt like this way would actually give you like a little bit more value and have a little bit more upside, you know, potential upside. Shakir, Iggy, Shesterkin, Robertson for the Stars, Kaprizov for the Wild, Bolduc for the Blues, McDavid for the Oilers, Svetch for the Hurricanes, Clayton Keller for the Utahs, Akil Thomas, Josh Doan, and Malatesta. And ooh, a telemetry. It's blue. It looks like a goalie. No, oh, it is a goalie. Sorokin for the Islanders. Nice Sorokin auto. Dude, our auto quality has actually been really good. Nice pull there. Kucherov point and Marchand. Yeah, no squiggles. Decent names across the board. Our updates have been good. This is better than... I think this is legitimately as good as our entire last masterpiece, if not better. Probably as good, because those Sign of the Times are pretty tough pulls. I do not. Used to, but just don't really anymore. So we went down last year for the Jays team, and it's just like doing the road trips. Ooh. Nice. Fabian Lysell on the Future Watch autograph for the Bruins. Bruins having themselves a heck of a break. Lysell's a decent Future Watch autograph. 3 autographs for the Bruins, a team that no one would really be a big fan of, and some couple, like a decent rookie at the very least. McKinnon, Rantanen, Romanov for the Sharks. Unfortunately, I saw who it was, and I'm not super excited about it. Bork, Ostapchuk, Suzuki, Crosby, Makar, Misil, and acetate Future Watch for the Leafs, Marshall Rafai. So on one hand, cool card. On the other hand, bad. On the other hand, Leaf. It's like the roller coaster of emotions. If you're gonna get a bad player, at least be a good team. So, cool card. Another Romanov, which wasn't built in a day. Schneider. Laf Panarin, Logan Cooley, Makam Adoulin. There's some really good names in this rookie crop. All right. Let's see what's hiding here. Ogren for the Wild, Clark for the Leafs, Heiskanen for the Stars. Zellweger for the Ducks on the blue, Jake Neighbors, Adam Klapka. Haven't seen an Adam Klapka auto yet. Suzuki for the Habs, Zellweger, and Sebastian Aho. Lane Hudson on the freshman focus, Hischier on the pageantry, Will Smith on the limited red. Ooh, is that another black? It's another base black. Drysdale? No, Sanheim, right. Sanheim, right. Yeah, duh. Travis Sanheim for the Flyers. Why was I saying Drysdale? I just thought, what defenseman? I knew it was defenseman. Yeah, the golds are really nice. That's the only big team that... Oh no, all the big teams have hit autographs. Like, legitimately, I would say the top teams have all hit autographs here, except for maybe, like, the Rangers and Wild. McCartay's, Marchessault. Obviously, it's not the autographs that you want to hit in some of the cases, but, like, you've at least hit something, so... Oh, Ducks. Ducks haven't. Yeah, Ducks are probably, like... Ducks are due. Ducks and Wild, I would say. Because, right, it's, I'm checking now. Stars have hit 2, Avs have hit... Yeah, Chicago's hit 1, even though it's not a great player. All right, let's get a patch. Let's get a patch. Technically, buy-in-wise, the Oilers are always higher than the Ducks. Like, these are, I think, the top 5 most expensive teams on average. Yeah, I think, on average. But let's have a good last box. Let's have a good last box. Could be a decent Future Watch autograph. Kovalenko. I mean, hey. Lots of doubles. Lots of doubling up today. But Zach Dean, Akuratu, Jackson Blake, man, they really don't like him. Level 1, eh? Bedard, Cooley, Stutzla, Zach Dean, Liam Ogren. Gavin Brindley to 399. Gonsalves and Quinn Hughes on the red. And Marshall Rafai to 399 on the blue. Rantanen, Hughes, Fedotov. Yeah, the doubles is kind of wild. But this has been a much better inner case. Yeah, like, this is, like, definitely our best one since our first one. We'll see how the vibes are. I might save it for next week, but see how the vibes are. We're ending on a patch. Zellweger, Hudson on the pageantry, and Jarvis. We are ending on a patch. Crosby for the Penguins, Kemper, Nolan Allen. Jesper Wallstedt on the green, K'Andre Miller, Perfetti. Bedard, Wyatt Johnson, Drew Comesso. Graham Clark, this is for the Wild. Jack Quinn. It's vertical. It's blue and vertical. Othman? Brennan Othman for the Rangers to 100 on the vertical Future Watch patch autograph. I don't know what's going on here. I think that's like they just didn't cut it out. I think that's his glove. But yeah. Honestly, Othman's like a top 15 rookie. Like top 15, 20. You could do a lot worse. You could do a lot worse. But all right, recap time from what was, relatively speaking, a very strong inner case. So, at least from what we've opened up, that was a lot better. Yeah, and again, he's a decent rookie with some draft pedigree. So, all right, a couple nice recaps here: the acetate over 5, the Othman to 99, Kovalenko base, Lysell base. That's a good one. Telemetry, Sorokin, Kachekov. That's kind of like a mid. Heiskanen's nice. Ukko-Pekka-Luukkonen's mid. Hallinan, Logan O'Connor, Josh Anderson's kind of there. Swayman, Zach Dean, Mrazek, Brazeau. Yeah, so I think we did actually pretty good on like the mids to goods to meh. Let's put the Gushin here. The Gushin. We'll do the Sanheim. Actually, I would put the Sanheim below the Gushin, but we'll do the new Jotto next. We'll do the Othman Fwap, the vertical one, to 100, 66 of 100. I'm going to put, I think Dobish is probably going to be the one that sells for more right now, if my memory is correct. But I like Stankoven better as a player. So that's my hit of the break. All right, that's group break 587.